It's okay to be extravagant at times. Matthew 26, verse 8. And when the disciples saw it, they were indignant, saying, "For what purposes is all this waste?" The Bible teaches us to be prudent, and that means being good managers of all of our resources. Yet there are times when God gets rather extravagant with those whom he loves. Sometimes in an effort to not be wasteful, we can become downright cheap and stingy. Some people are especially that way with themselves. I know people who are generous with others, but their general attitude towards themselves is that they can do without it. They say, "I don't need that," or "I can do without that." But I believe they are depriving themselves because they don't feel worth the cost of the indulgence. In trying to avoid wasting anything they've been given, they've missed out on what God wanted to do for them. Is that you? Perhaps we can learn a lesson from Jesus. He was nearing the time of his suffering and death, and he went to Simon's house, where a woman named Mary came up to him and poured expensive perfume on his head as he was reclining at the table. Since he was at the table, I am assuming that he either was or had been eating. When the disciples saw what she did, they became indignant, saying, "For what purpose is all of this waste?" They talked about how the perfume could have been sold and the money given to the poor. Jesus replied by telling them not to bother the woman because she had done a noble, meaning a praiseworthy and beautiful thing for him. Jesus said what she had done had helped prepare him for the trials ahead. See Matthew 26, verse 6 through 12. The perfume she poured out on Jesus was probably worth about 1 year's wages, but her extravagance certainly blessed him. The love she showed to him helped give him the strength he needed to face the upcoming days of persecution, trial, suffering, crucifixion, and death. In this particular instance, Jesus was saying that for this time and occasion, he was worth the extravagance, or what the disciples saw as waste. Don't live a reckless, wasteful life, but do remember that at times you are worth a little bit of extravagance. Trust in him. Live with bold expectations and watch God do something very special for you. Watch God do special little things for you. And when he brings those things to you, accept them because you're worthy of them and you deserve them. And that's why that opportunity has come to you, because he's watched you from heaven and he knows you're good and he knows you give to other people. But when it's time to give for yourself, I don't really need it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do need it because you deserve it. And it makes you feel good. So take that opportunity and get that thing that you really like that you normally walk by and appreciate it no matter what it is. Feel it, touch it, taste it, enjoy it. Take care.